The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Aztecs offense is on the field for the first time today. At stake, the championship in this revamped Pac-12 conference. It's not a time for nostalgia, looking back at what this conference used to be, the traditional teams involved in the Pac-12. Joel, this is a new look league, and these teams are driven to represent it as champions.
Chris, what an opportunity for these teams to be the first in this revamped Pac-12 to put their stake out there as the champion of this conference. And really, it's going to take some execution early in this game. Look at both of these teams and their ability to maybe get the run game going. If they can do that, they'll settle down, they'll play well, and potentially take home the championship. Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the running back's got it again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
It's third down, opening drive in this conference championship game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
On the ground, it's Sutton. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Sheffield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
The Aztecs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Here we go, ready. 20, spider over. Go.
And there's the handoff. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And the Aztecs with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Sutton. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally And schematically, you got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. After the... Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Aztecs come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Washington State Cougars offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. This veteran has certainly been the leader of that receiver room. He's been productive, but also, Joel, the way that he leads these younger receivers has been so impressive.
Chris, how do the coaches put it? He's just reliable every single day, every single moment, and that's certainly the way it's going to be here today. When you need him to be in the right spot and make a play, he's likely to do it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. First play, taking a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Grab down the middle. It's Clements. Breaks. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Inside the 10. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Washington State.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
After a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Sutton. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. You can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat, and here on third down, he's able to move the chains with a nice completion.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Well, they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Let's it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on third down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. And now the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. And the Cougars hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And this running back just continues to help this team. I think he's playing with a hunger, Joe. He said he wanted a chance to play for a championship, and it shows out there.
Chris, this is when the portal just works out perfectly. It's great for the player, it's great for the program, and because of that, it's great for the fans. He gets an opportunity to go compete for a championship. Meanwhile, this run game has transformed versus a year ago. Now, this is a really solid run game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, and another incompletion.
Just get the sense that this quarterback really wants to force this football down the field, and even with the pressure, he's hurried. He just kind of jumps at this throw and forces it all the way down there. I feel like this is a bit ill-advised.
Makes it look easy.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you end it in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The San Diego State offense on the field now. Remember, that last possession went for it in fourth down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. Looking for some space. It's Sutton. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's got room to run. Look out. Tackle, but forced down.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on third down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? The shotgun handoff here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's forced out of bounds after a nice gain, and that'll get us to the 2-minute timeout. Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Timeout taken by San Diego State. That's their second. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, it's great if you hit these shots down the field early in the game, but they really serve two purposes. One, yes, you're trying to connect. But two, you're also keeping the defense honest. They cannot inch up near the line of scrimmage to stop the run. Now, this should produce some level of openness for them.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Gonna run it. It's Sutton. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a shovel pass, complete. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
In order for a play like this to be successful, you need two things to happen. The defense has to get upfield in their rush lanes and really spread out, and then the linebackers have to gain depth in their pass defense. If those two things don't happen, these plays don't work. Well, neither of them did, and guess what? It didn't work.
They moved the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
Finds his man. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Aztecs will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback.
He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to...
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking deep down the left side. And is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this Pac-12 championship. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Aztecs will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Set for the second half kickoff, but first let's check in with Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Bootleg looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Clemens. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why first and second down success is so critical. You give yourself a third and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He goes out of bounds, spotted just short of the 20.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around. I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the left side. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
This is a great job by this quarterback getting this conversion because of the reduced area. It's hard to throw in this spot on the field. You're all the way down into the red zone. It's third and obvious. All the windows are going to be tighter, and yet he's able to throw the ball accurately and get this ball completed for a first down, and now they've got first and goal.
The Cougars trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Ball handed off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Oh, the pocket collapsing. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Smart to get down right there and avoid the big hit. He's able to get what he can get, and he gets down. Now you just live to play another down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Makes a nice move there. And he's not going to get there short of the first down. Brings up fourth.
What a decision upcoming here for this head coach after this long, successful drive from his offense. You know he wants to pay it off with a touchdown and not settle for a field goal. Does he go for it? I think you should. I know the defense just played well in the last snap, but this offense is still in rhythm.
He's got it near the end zone. Gets in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Washington State.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position, you're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And the BAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's low. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Well, Chris, as I always say, you've got to build yourself into...
Great, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. After the incompletion, we have a man shaken up. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets the first and still running. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Washington State!
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And following the return, we have an injured player down on the field. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if you... I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Sheffield. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the Aztecs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. So the catch sets up 2nd and very short and plenty of options for the offense. Looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
As an offensive coordinator, I would have this play in my game plan as many different ways as I possibly could. Drag the tight end across the formation. It's the easiest completion for a quarterback in football.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He goes out of bounds, but he's inside the 30.
I'm really impressed with the ability of this offense to play on time. They are executing at a high level. You got an out route here against zone cover.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This was a concern for this offense the entire week. This pass rush is very good. And with the quarterback's eyes down the field, he's not protecting the football. That is a beautiful job by this defensive line, getting home and getting the ball out. 1st down for their offense.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. 1st down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes off in a bootleg. Grab down the middle. It's Freeman. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game, Joel. So far, the defense really hasn't had an answer for it.
And, Chris, the best part about it is that they're using the RPO, and that's what's forcing the defense to have to try to stay honest. They can't double-team the wide receiver. They can't even bracket the wide receiver, because then they would just run the football with that RPO, run-pass option. Beautiful scheme to get him the ball.
Washington State has the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Touchdown, Washington State. They continue to roll up the score.
It's so difficult to stop this group. They are so good, and now a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This one seems like it's over.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The San Diego State offense on the field now. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. The pocket breaking down. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, down big, you've got to be aggressive down the field, and he continues to do that, and I understand that. But, man, this defense has been very good, and I got to tell you, I just don't sense that they're going to all of a sudden fall apart with a big lead.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. The Aztecs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. And the pressure's on. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a toss to the left side. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Let it go. Let it go.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Washington State. Still no answer for this offense.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. On the ground, it's Sutton. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, get and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Spade up, spade up.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Back in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion brings up fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. They make the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. So 2nd and 10. Got to create something here to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's low. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, they finally get some success and cut into this lead, but it might be too little too late at this point. Probably need a couple of onside kicks. There's just not that many possessions left in the game.
And a catch made in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, this was their only hope. They had to get an onside kick. They're down by so much. Chris, it's just such a low percentage play. And a good job by the hands team on the opposite side covering this one up.
So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Working clock with the ground game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Single back takes the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Aztecs now will spend their first timeout. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout taken by San Diego State. That's their 2nd. Big 4th down play coming up as they decide what to call. And the Cougars will send their punt team onto the field. And they'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Sheffield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
I know this is not going to matter, but my dad always told me the only thing you can control is your own effort level. So I respect the fact that they're still out there giving 100%, even when they're down this amount.
And the Aztecs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, is that this defense has been ready for everything that they've been shown. And I got to tell you, like, they just never made an adjustment on offense. They didn't get the ball down the field. That's why they're down big in this game, and that's why they're going to lose.
Looking for the wide out. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Aztecs have 1st and 10 here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The receiver makes the catch. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, San Diego State. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
Well, it's not going to mean much in this game, but I guess later in life they can tell their grandkids that they scored a touchdown in a big game in a big environment like this, because this game is still over.
And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And now the Aztecs will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. That could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the 4th quarter. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee.